So sorry. Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter in arrears. Happy Easter Sunday. Happy Easter Monday. Happy Good Friday. Yes. I'm so sorry I could not read come online to give you guys the episode on Saturday. Yes. So I was a bit down. So I'm so sorry, but here we are today and we give God all the glory. So let's get to the business. Hopefully you'll be able to get their episodes today. All right. So this is Act of God's Captive into Call of the Captives Diary, episode 14, season 4, written by Precious Chinwe Obialor-Ukazim. So let's continue from where we stop. And thanks for those that replied for the comments. We were able to see that Unamdi was actually acting based on the fact that he is a mentor, and whatever he does for Uma is what he will do to every of his spiritual children that he has, not just the fact that she's his biological child. All right, so let's continue. At the swimwear shop, David requested of the top shop attendant to show them the good swimwears they have, and they started with serving Uma first. The lady led them to the bikini section and started pointing and selecting out beautiful ones for Uma. But she wasn't comfortable with the idea of wearing bikini, but she was too shy to say it out. David saw that she wasn't making any choices. Instead, she was just standing and staring, looking unimpressed, and he asked her, "You don't like any of them?" He asked, and she nodded in the affirmative. "But these are beautiful and fitting. You could try them on," the lady attendant told Uma, offering her one of the bikinis she felt would really suit her body. "Do you want to try them on?" David asked her with a whisper in her ear. "No, I don't want bikinis," she replied him. "Okay, she doesn't want bikinis. Could you show us something different from this?" he requested, and the shop attendant led them to the swimming suit, and she got turned off again at the body revealing suits being recommended. "You know what?" Uma turned and asked the shop attendant. "You can just go. We would have we'll have it sort out by ourselves," she told her, indicating that they can move around themselves and search out the kind of swimwear she liked, and the shop attendant kindly excused herself. As they moved around looking for her desired swimwears, David quietly observed that she was particularly looking out for something decent that can cover her body properly. And luckily, she found the full coverage swimming leggings made from a stretchy fabric that can thrive in and out of water, and gladly chose them over bikinis and the others. You see, pikin wey you teach, wey learn, e learn. You cannot just, there's nothing you can do to remove that thing from their head. But you see pikin wey wan spoil, any little opportunity, im go spoil. If you like, knack wetin dey call am, dis thing on top im head, boom, you go still wan spoil o. So as you can see, look at what she's looking for. Their bikini, she's abroad, obviously. You can say there's nothing bad in it, but still, she didn't forget the fact that she's an African. So let's continue. While David, who had lived in the US the longest since he was born and have also traveled around the world, did not see anything wrong with ladies wearing and other body revealing swimwear to swim at the pools and beaches. In his heart, he commended her courage for standing for what she was probably taught from home, or what she believed, which is decency. Personally, he has been at beaches and pools where tongue-speaking Christian ladies and even women preachers in America wore bikinis and revealing swim pants to swim, and it wasn't a big deal for anybody because it's generally accepted over there. His ex-girlfriend also wore bikinis at the beaches and pools where they visited for fun while they were dating, and he saw absolutely nothing wrong with it. But since Uma is not comfortable in them, he saw it as her own personal belief, and it should be respected considering the fact that She was born and raised in Africa, so he didn't even bother himself asking her. Finding his own swimwear was not hard. He picked them in less than 5 minutes and they entered the male and female dressing rooms respectively to change into their swimwears. At first, when they entered the pool, Uma was afraid and kept telling David that she's scared as she doesn't know how to swim. But he kept assuring her that he will teach her and also catch her if she loses her balance. He dived into the pool while encouraging her to do same, but fear couldn't let her do so. She just stood there and watched him swimming like a fish. Jump in, I'm gonna catch you. He invited her again, but she refused and was only throwing up the water with her hands playfully. No, she replied him, smiling as she sat by the hedge with her feet in the water and her hands drawing up the water. I'm coming to get you in right now, he told her before diving into the water and swimming towards her. No, she shouted in response, laughing and getting up really fast before he gets to her. Don't come here, she added, running as he approached the pool edge where she was sitting, and he chased after her using the ladder at the pool entry. He caught her halfway as she was running around the poolside, while she held her while she screamed, and before she could resist further, they were both in the water. Some water got into her mouth and traveled down straight through her esophagus because she was screaming when they landed in the water. But just as he promised, he held her up while kicking skillfully with his legs underneath the water to keep them afloat using the buoyancy of the water. Look, look at what you've caused. I just gulped in some water from the pool, she said, hitting him on the head as she coughed. So sorry, my love. He apologized. I just had to do this, he added, breathing very fast. Please take me away from here, she told him. I want to show you something in the water, he told her. What? She asked. You won't know until you see it, he told her. I can't go down the water. It's deep, she exclaimed, holding him tightly as it seems they were beginning to sink. Calm down, you can. I'm gonna hold your hand and in a minute we are out, okay? He assured her and her heart was just panting. Are you sure? He asked her and he answered